when they started taking on heathen women, well, now all of a sudden their kids look like the heathen, right? Just like, a lot of time I use the example of the boxer Canelo Alvarez. He's got red hair and white skin. He may even have freckles. But the thing is he looks like a heathen, but he's actually an Israelite from the tribe of Issachar, which is the so-called Mexicans. So, again, that's why it says Ephraim is a cake not turned. So if you're cooking a pancake and you only turn it, you don't turn it, you're going to have one dark side and you're going to have one white side of that pancake. So that's why it's talking about, all right? It's a parable. So now I'm going to go to we're going to go to Daniel, and we're going to go to 9, and we're going to go 7. And this is going to deal with the confusion of face, because the confusion of face is going to explain. So, because the tribes have taken on the heathen women, they have a thing what's called the confusion of faces. The confusion of face is, like I said, the example of Canelo Alvarez, the boxer from Mexico. He looks like a so-called white man, right? Or the boxer from Issachar, I should say, the so-called Mexican. So anyway, you have Israelite men who have taken on heathen women, and they have offspring or children who look like the heathen. Okay, that's a confusion of face. So let's read Daniel 9 and 7. O Yahweh, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces, as at this day, to the men of Judah, and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and unto all Israel that are near and that are far off, through all the countries whither thou hast driven them, because of their trespass that they have trespassed against thee. Right? And this is dealing with, when the kingdom split, that Israel, which was that northern kingdom, and their king was Jeroboam. That's what it's talking about. All Israel and Judah have the confusion of face because the men took on heathen women. Let's keep reading. Through all the countries whither thou hast driven them, because of their trespass, and they have trespassed against thee. So it's a curse, and it's a punishment that our people are not like the natural branches, which would have been the dark-skinned so-called black men, because that's what we originally would look like, But because of the mingling with the heathen women, well, now some of our kids look like so-called white boys and so-called Asians and whatever other nation we took on, they're women. So now it's verse 8, Daniel 9 and 8. O Yahweh, to us belongeth confusion of face, to our kings, to our princes, and to our fathers, because we have sinned against thee. All right, so that shows you that the confusion of face belongs to Israel. All right, and the kings and the princes and the fathers. Even in my own family, my brother, who already is a confusion of face, he don't look like a so-called black man or a so-called Hispanic man. He took on a heathen woman, and his little boy, I call him Confucius, because he looks like a white boy. He's got the white skin, and he's even got blue eyes. But he's an Israelite because his father is an Israelite. And we know it's the seed of the father. So now I'm going to go to 2nd Esdras, because like I said, this scoffer was saying that all the tribes are so-called black men, which he's right. Back in the ancient times, they would have all been darker skinned men, but because of all the captivities Israel has been in, we've taken on heathen women. Therefore, some of our children look like the heathen, right? So now we're going to go into 2nd Esdras, verse 13. Chapter 13, we'll start at 40. Oh, shoot. Stupid thing. All right, 40. All right. So we're going to start. This is dealing with the migration of Northern Kingdom. All right. And actually, let me go to this first. 1 Kings 12 and 1. Actually, it was 20, I think. Here we go. This is just talking about the split in the kingdoms, all right? Because you had Judah and you had Israel. And Israel is also called Ephraim. Like I brought out of Hosea 7:8, it says Ephraim is a cake unturned. So this is 1 Kings 12 and 20. And it came to pass when all Israel heard that Jeroboam was come again, that they sent and called him unto the congregation, and made him king over all Israel. There was none that followed the house of David, but the tribe of Judah only. All right. So Jeroboam was the king of Israel, the northern kingdom. And then we're going to read about Rehoboam in verse 21. And when Rehoboam was come to Jerusalem, he assembled all the house of Judah with the tribe of Benjamin, 180,000 chosen men, which were warriors to fight against the house of Israel, which at this point Israel is literally also referred to as Ephraim, because Ephraim was the head tribe of Israel, which is the so-called Puerto Rican, to bring the kingdom again to the Rehoboam, the son of Solomon. But the word of Yahweh came unto Shemaiah, the man of Yahweh, saying, Speak unto Rehoboam, the son of Solomon, king of Judah, and to all the house of Judah and Benjamin, and to the remnant of the people, saying, Thus saith the Lord, Ye shall not go up, nor fight against your brethren, the children of Israel. Return every man to his house, for this thing is from me. They hearkened therefore to the word of the Lord, and returned to depart according to the word of the Lord. Then Jeroboam built Shechem in Mount Ephraim. There you go, Mount Ephraim, I've been talking about that. And dwelt therein, and went out from thence, and built Peniel. And Jeroboam said in his heart, Now shall the kingdom return to the house of David. If the people go up to do sacrifice in the house of the Lord at Jerusalem, then shall the heart of his people turn again unto their Lord, even unto Rehoboam the king of Judah, and they shall kill me, and go again to Rehoboam the king of Judah. Whereupon the king took counsel, and he made 2 calves of gold, and said unto them, It is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem. Behold thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt. So as you can see, the other tribes that split from Benjamin, Levi, and Judah immediately hearkened unto idols. Right? They took on the calves of gold, and they made sacrifices to them. And it all started with Jeroboam, because he was worried that if the people would do the custom, which was to go back to Jerusalem and worship Yahweh, he was worried that they would basically depart from his nation and become, go back to the southern kingdom, Judah. He was worried he would lose his men because of their traditions. So he built those 2 calves so they could sacrifice unto those idols and avoid losing the men, all right, of his kingdom. So again, Judah and Ephraim are the 2 lead tribes of Israel, northern and southern kingdom. All right, and both nations have taken on heathen women. Therefore, you have the confusion of face, like we brought out in Daniel 9, 7, and 8. All right, so I just wanted to give you that history on how the kingdom split. The northern kingdom were the Gentiles of the New Testament, and all of the tribes of Israel took on heathen women, and made our kings, princes, and fathers look like the heathen, the confusion of face. All right. So now we're going to go to 2nd Ezra 13 and 40, which talks about when what happened was the tribes of Israel were persecuted by the so